pananaw at opinyon ng pag-uulat ng mag-uulat sa programang ito ay hindi ang pangunahing posisyon o pahayag ng pamumunuan ng organisasyong ito. The views and opinions expressed in this live report are those of the presenter and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the management of this organization. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to One Inclusion Live Weekend. Today is Saturday, February 19, 2022. I am Carlos Miguel Kanahashi, and we're broadcasting simultaneously on InkluRadyo and also to be premiered on the next day on the Hands in Inclusion Philippines YouTube channel. We shall commence our presentation in just a moment, and we will be back after our commercials. Now this.
Para sa aking pamilya, para sa aking kapwa, at para sa bayan. Kahit mahirap, kahit masakit, mahal ko kayong lahat. Kahit anong mangyari, ikaw, ako, tayo. Ating isisigaw sa mundo. Inklusibong may tatak, angat buhay itatahak. Matapang pa rin tayo. Ang tropa, hindi nang iiwan. Ang senyas, isang instrumento. Ilang beses matumba, tayo huling baba. Luman ang ating pinagalitan. Tayo ay muling luluwa. Para sa pangarap, para sa pamilya, at para sa bayan. Tayo ang ida. Tuloy ang inclusion.
Welcome back to One Inclusion Live Weekend. We shall commence our presentation for this day. Hi everyone, good day to all of you. This is my pre-recorded presentation for the One Inclusion Live Weekend. Today is Saturday, February 19, 2022. I am Carlos Miguel Kanahashi from HNI Inclusion Philippines. In our pre-recorded presentation for this day, we will discuss to you about how to avoid scams in real estate. When we say real estate scams, what does this mean? How can we avoid them and where should we complain? So without further ado, here now is our topic, how to avoid real estate scams. Whether if you want to be in the province or if you want to be in a city, one of your dreams, ladies and gentlemen, is to have your own house and lot or a condominium so that you can stay with your family. Having your dream home requires more investments and hard work. So think carefully before buying your house or condominium to avoid scams in real estate. And just like in any industry, there are real estate scams in the Philippines. In July last year, the DHSUD, or the Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development, alongside other agencies, created the Anti-Illegal Real Estate Service Practices Interagency Task Force. And the purpose of this is to prevent illegal or unlawful activities in the real estate sectors. What are the common real estate scams in our country? In property sales scams, the unauthorized agent or owner happens when the said owner or agent of the property is unauthorized. They're not the real ones or authorized people to deal with any transactions involving the property. For instance, ladies and gentlemen, you are told that the property is for sale by a said owner. Then, upon checking, that person is not the authorized person or the real owner to do such a transaction. Double sale happens when the owner or agent sells the property to two different persons without proofs or identities and documents to buyers who are in good faith. For instance, the owner sells the property to a specific person, then the later did not process the transfer of title to his or her name. Then there is a probability that the seller can again sell the property to another person without the knowledge of the first buyer. What happens is that, ladies and gentlemen, both buyers have the same title under your own name. When a double sale happens, the person who will be recognized by the court as the property owner is either the one that registers the property under their name, possess the title in good faith, or presents the oldest title. In developer scams, pre-selling happens when you are purchasing a property through a developer wherein the project does not exist yet, but but commit turnover timeline. In the non-disclosure of specific information, it happens when you are purchasing property through a developer which provides limited information and undocumented commitments. Rental scams happens when scammers take advantage of the online real estate marketplace by copying property listings that are legit, reposting them elsewhere, and posing as the agent or landlord who is leasing the property. Title fraud happens when a scammer possesses or pose or impersonate as the owner, present fake documents to transfer the property into his or her name. Then upon verification after payment, the property is not registered or under a mortgage in banks and other financial institutions. Hacker scams happens online in which attract hackers to make falsified advertisements and marketing tools, especially on social media using fake account profiles and possess property and personal details they copied on a legit site. This one, in foreclosed house and lot scams, the victims of foreclosure scams are OFWs or overseas Filipino workers. Why? Because they cannot inspect the property they're about to purchase. The scammer would pretend that they are the real homeowners or agents and forge official documents for a buyer. The homeowner wouldn't know that the property is already a foreclosed house and lot. Most of the time, the buyer gets the chance to move into the property, only to find out that the property they bought is foreclosed and they have to settle it with the bank that foreclosed the property. Once you contact the dealer, you never hear anything from them again. In pre-selling real estate scam, this is a big scam that happens in the Philippines because the real estate developer would offer the buyer rates and incentives that are too good to be true. And because the buyer thinks that the deal is great, they'll eventually pay the down payment and monthly equity for the property. However, the development of the property won't be finished and the developer will ask for extensions from time to time until the property buyer gives up. How do you avoid these here in the Philippines, ladies and gentlemen? Conduct research and background check to the owner, developer, agent, and the property itself before you agree to any commitments. Ask for proof of identifications, authentic property documents, and licenses. Site visit and inspection is done in an actual manner. Set a budget, do not exceed it, know the market value of the property. Ask your home insurance provider about title insurance, which provides the best protection against this type of fraud. Secure your personal data. Never give away your personal documentation to an unknown source. This will lead to identity theft. And never engage in any transaction if it's an online account that is suspicious. Ladies and gentlemen, where should we complain for real estate scams? You may complain to the following agencies: the Philippine National Police, the National Bureau of Investigation, the Land Registration Authority, the Professional Regulations Commission, the Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development, and Human Settlements Adjudication Commission. The first rule of real estate: if a deal sounds too good to be true, then it probably is. Like all industries, the property sector attracts its share of scammers hoping to con would-be buyers and renters out of their hard-earned savings. Fortunately, there are ways you can safeguard yourself against scams in real estate. It is advisable to always check and validate all the necessary particulars or documents before you proceed to any transactions. The next time you deal with somebody, remember what I say to all, ladies and gentlemen. In order to save yourself from falling prey to scams and to shell out money for nothing, let us continue to be vigilant in dealing with, with issues like this, because this will affect the real estate industry as a whole. And also, make sure that we deal only with licensed real estate brokers, appraisers, assessors, and salespersons. And that's why we need to make sure that we need to deal these and deal licensed brokers in a professional manner. Be professional, and of course, to make sure that you have to check only properties as well and to validate all your particulars before you proceed to any transactions for real estate. And that's the end of my pre-recorded presentation. Thank you very much. Okay, since we're done with our presentation for this day, let us have our Pulso 2022, our updates in relation to the 2022 elections. So over 200 former UN officers and workers backed the presidential bid for Leni Robredo. More than 200 Filipino former officers, workers, and retirees of the United Nations and its attached agencies have issued a statement for support of the presidential bid of Leni Robredo. Based on the statement, it says, the emergence of the largest network of volunteers in the Philippine electoral history and the birth of the Pink Movement that brings diverse sectors and various groups from all over the country prove that the time for change has come. They said among the presidential candidates, it is Robredo who could lead the country for transformative change. The signatories who all work in UN, WHO, UNICEF, and its attached agencies said their values align with Robredo the most. Having worked for the UN, we subscribe to the application of the international law and thus fully endorse her efforts to move forward with the decision of the Permanent Court of Arbitration on the settlement of disputes under the United Nations Conventions on the Law of the Sea. We are also behind her position to welcome the complete resolution of the Philippine case with the International Criminal Court with the context of the country's obligations under the Rome Statute. The group said Robredo's program of government encompasses the most pressing issues of society, including healthcare, food security, justice, among many other things. They added that the official's track record also shows she can deliver worthwhile projects despite having limited budget. Her bold action to address the challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic in providing adequate health care, financial assistance, and livelihood opportunities are evidence of her leadership: compassionate, competent, efficient, effective, and strategic. Last week, Robredo secured the endorsement of at least 137 economists, including five former heads of the National Economic and Development Authority and during different administrations. So far, Robredo enjoys the support of many sectoral groups, but still lags in second place in recent surveys. In the latest survey from Social SWS, she got 90%. Next to Bongbong Marcos, BBM, who got 50%. In earlier statements, Robredo said she believes the remaining time in campaign is sufficient to flip votes in her favor. Robredo continues to campaign around the country to woo voters from various regions throughout the country. And that's it for our 2022 election updates. Now let us move to the next part of our show, ladies and gentlemen, is Sino Ka? Know your candidates in the 2022 national elections. Our featured candidate for this day is running for Senator Gibo Chodoro. He's running for senator in the May 2022 elections. He finished his elementary and high school studies in Xavier School, obtained his undergraduate degree in commerce from De La Salle University, and studied law at the University of the Philippines from 1985 to 1989, and he finished at the top of his class. He obtained his Master's of Law degree from Harvard Law School in 1997. He is the former congressman representing the 1st District of Tarlac from 1998 to 2007. He is the former Secretary of the Department of National Defense from 2007 to 2009 under the leadership of former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. He's running for senator in the May 2022 elections. So, please check Giboche Doro in your ballots and please continue to vote wisely in the elections. Okay, here are some of our important announcements. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, we have some products for sale at the Hands-In Inclusion Philippines online shop. For our products, we have the One Inclusion Nation t-shirts and the tote bags. For the One Inclusion Nation t-shirts is available in red, black, blue, white, and yellow. All sizes were 275 pesos. And for the Talano Gold Colored One Inclusion Nation t-shirts, its sizes are ranged between small to XL and prices are ranged between 325 to 350 pesos. For our One Inclusion Nation tote bags is available in white and black. Sizes are ranged between medium to large and prices are ranged between 150 to 200 pesos. So how can you order there? Well, first of all, we'll be very strict on payments. Payment first before purchase. I repeat, payment first before purchase. We're accepting payments from GCash and we will deliver your ordered products via GoGo Express and LBC as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the Hands in Inclusion Philippines online shop is temporarily closed for areas under Alert Level 5, but it will continue to serve in areas under Alert Level 1, 2, 4 areas only. Its operating hours are from 12 midnight to 11:59 in the evening. For a full list of orders, please visit the Hands in Inclusion Philippines Facebook page. or email us at handsin.inclusion@gmail.com. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a great big help to us here in Hands in Inclusion. We have many, to be honest, ladies and gentlemen, many of us have already been struggling with our financial problems in our organization. So, regardless, no matter what, it doesn't really matter if you want to donate in a small amount or a large amount. This we need your help. Hands in Inclusion needs your help to everyone, especially to those who are watching and supporting our organization. So, how can you do this? Scan and donate using GCash on this QR code that is flashed on your screen. You will see this in one of our posts in the social media pages of Hands in Inclusion. Through the Barya para sa Inclusion fundraising project, you may also donate to us through using a coin bank and also to donate through Union Bank as well. You will also use this in one of the payment methods in the online shop. So, ladies and gentlemen, what are you waiting for? Please, please, and please now, please continue to help Hands in Inclusion Philippines for its fundraising project. We're aiming to raise funds in our organization. Let us have the time to rebuild in order for us to have a bigger, better, and a bolder organization. So the proceeds from the sales in the online shop and for your donations as well will go to us here in Hands in Inclusion for the formality, for the expenses, and for the financial aid of the members due to the effects of this trying time. So, guys, for those who did this, we congratulate. And for those who did this, thank you for your continuous generosity and for your support to our organization. So, if you have any problems with your computer, your cell phone, your laptop, or your desktop computer, or if you want to download some movies or music, then you may do it on Mark PC Laptop Repair Services. You may message him on his Facebook, Mark Paulo Betita, or you may contact him at 0947-355-4759. And he'll be happy to assist you with your troubleshootings with your computer, your phone, or your desktop or laptop computers. We have one more event coming up for the month of February in Best Buddies Philippines. It's Ice Cream Social on February 26th at 4 p.m. on the Best Buddies Philippines Saturday series of learning. So, if you want to join that event for February 26th, follow Best Buddies Philippines on Facebook and Instagram. Send them a message and they will send you the registration form and the link as well. Also, please watch out for after February 26th for the events for Best Buddies Philippines for the month of March. The Best Buddies Philippines Saturday series and Wellness Wednesday will be streamed live on the Best Buddies Philippines Facebook page as well. In Best Buddies Philippines, make a friend, be a friend. We'd like to urge everyone to continue supporting for Project Sold Out. We'd like to thank Special Achievers and Hiraya Gallery and our partner organizations for making this event a success. If you want to check this out, please check Special Achievers Facebook page as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're feeling hungry, regardless if you have it for your breakfast, for your lunch, your dinner, or for your merienda or any occasion, you may order some of the foods from the Sobra Comfort Food Restaurant in the Kuya Korea Restaurant. For the Sobra Comfort Food Restaurant, the menus are Tapa Sobra, Chicken Tocino, Corned Beef Brisket, Homemade Spam, and Beef Salpicao. Sizes are ranged between solo to large and prices are ranged between 265 pesos to 1,450 pesos. For our rice trays, we have beef bulgogi, beef shawarma, beef gyudon, pork broccoli, beef pork belly burnt, and charred chicken and boneless fried chicken. Sizes are ranged between solo to large, and prices are ranged between 265 pesos to 1,700 pesos. For our fried chicken sandwiches, pulled pro sandwich, corned beef sandwich, and chicken tocino sandwich. Sizes are ranged between regular, large, solo, and box of fours, and prices are ranged between 320 pesos to 1,540 pesos. And also for the pasta, we have mac and cheese and penne and gorgonzola. Sizes are ranged between solo to large and prices are ranged between 290 pesos to 1,350 pesos. To order in the Sobra Comfort Food restaurant, head over to the Sobra Comfort Food website, select the dishes you want to order, choose between pick up or delivery, pay conveniently through any of the same integrated payment methods, and your order is confirmed. Expect updates via text or email. You may order some foods from the Kuya Korea restaurant. Ladies and gentlemen, for the Kuya Korea restaurant, the menus are for the rice bowls, beef bibimbap, beef bulgogi, pork samgyup, and K-pop chicken. Sizes are ranged Prices are ranged between 195 to 220 pesos. And for the chicken, for the boneless popcorn chicken, sizes are ranged between half to whole and prices are ranged between 235 to 435 pesos with the flavors of gochu, ganjang, chicken, and K buffaloes. If you want to order there, please check the Kuya Korea website for your orders as well. Lastly, we urge everyone to follow Hands in Inclusion Philippines on our social media pages and its digital platforms as well. It would be appreciated for you guys to do this as early as now. Follow us on Facebook, Hands in Inclusion PH, InkluRadyo, InkluSports, InkluNihan, and the online shop. Instagram, Hands in Inclusion PH. Kumu, HNI Philippines, and subscribe to the Hands in Inclusion Philippines YouTube channel and follow us on Twitter, HNI Pilipinas. So guys, for those who did this, thank you very much as well. Coming up later on Magpayo Tayo Ka Inclusion, we will discuss to you about how can we improve our concentration? Find out on this topic later on Magpayo Tayo Ka Inclusion later tonight at 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. with me, yours truly, and Christian Chan. Only here on InkluRadyo Facebook page channel and to be uploaded on the next day on the Hands in Inclusion Philippines YouTube channel. So it's now time for our shout outs and greetings. For our greetings and shout outs to Lady Jane Florese, good afternoon to you. Thank you for watching. Also, to those who are celebrating their birthdays today, happy birthday and expect the more birthdays to come. To those who are celebrating their anniversaries, happy anniversary as well. Shout outs to my family, to Hands in Inclusion Philippines, Best Buddies Philippines, Best Buddies Benilde, and other PWD organizations, and also to my high school and college friends as well. And to those who are watching, it may be a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening wherever you are in the world. I hope you guys are in a good mood. But if not, you may use this time to improve on your mental health and your well-being as well. To those who are watching me on InkluRadyo, thank you very much as well. And if you missed this episode, it will be premiered on the next day on the Hands in Inclusion Philippines YouTube channel. Before we end our episode for this day, I'd like to have a learning lesson for the day. Buying a property in the Philippines is tricky and not easy. Always consult a lawyer when purchasing real properties. One may think that it is cheaper to forego with a lawyer, but the importance will come once the transaction is done and the scammer is gone. It is faster and easier to prevent a scam than to chase after the scammer. Perhaps the best way to avoid real estate scams in the Philippines is to buy your property from a trusted developer with years of experience in providing homes for the Filipinos. In other words, we urge everyone to be vigilant in purchasing properties here in our country to avoid being a victim of any real estate scams. Okay. Also, tomorrow is Sunday. As Hands in Inclusion Philippines continues to put God first, regardless of our faith, we urge everyone to be considerate and also to, to show courtesy to those people attending religious services, regardless if it's done outdoors or in face to face mode. And we urge everyone to be silent as we prepare ourselves to be in God's presence. And also, to urge everyone for your cooperation and for your silence for a Sunday. And also for the time for us to rest and to spend time with our families and our loved ones as well. Okay, that's a wrap for our One Inclusion Live weekend episode for this day, Saturday, February 19, 2022. I'll be back again later tonight at 8 p.m. for Magpayo Tayo Ka-Inclusion on behalf of InkluRadyo and Hands in Inclusion Philippines. I am your host, Carlos Miguel Kanahashi. May awa ang Diyos, makakaraos po tayo. Sama-sama tayong lalaban para sa pangarap, pamilya at bayan hanggang sa ating tatak para sa One Inclusion Nation. Muli, magandang gabi at pagpalain nawa tayo ng poong may kapal. May the Almighty God bless us all. Pilipinas, God first. HNI, God first. Thank you very much for watching. Have a blessed afternoon and evening to all, and bye for now. Bye-bye.